Hey guys, Phil Drake here. How you guys all doing? Still, I'm under the cold, coughing sometimes, a little less than previous days. So I made one video that I'm not sure if it's gonna be out or not. I was talking about my opinions about current gen consoles, games that we're having, and what sort of games we're having on the next gen, like current gen actually consoles. They are now 3 years old, but still I talked about a FIFA comparison, gameplay between last generation, current generation, my thoughts on it, what should they improve with all the specs they have now in this horsepower machine. I would like to talk about now something that I never thought I will talk about. It's Microsoft's consoles. I was thinking to buy Xbox Series S for lots of reasons. Okay, one of the main reasons is to save money. To save money, I still get a current gen console that can run multiplats. It can run some exclusives if there's gonna be some exclusives. I don't know, Forza Horizon 5, Flight Simulation. I like that. Flight Simulation is not on this. It's not a Sony's product. So Microsoft did a flight simulator. It's on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, X. Still, if I buy Xbox Series S, I don't like the idea of buying double A's every month. Like, they're not costing a lot of money, but still you need to pay something that it can be rechargeable. They didn't allow owners of the Xbox consoles to charge their controllers. They cannot charge their Xbox controllers because sorry because it runs with AA batteries. It doesn't have rechargeable battery pack implemented in the controller, so that's why you need to buy brand new double A's every time they run out of juice. You need to buy a new one, which is really pain in the ass. Okay, it's really pain in the ass. So, what's the deal here? I was looking the prices. Might be really affordable for somebody who doesn't own 4K TV, which is me. Somebody who doesn't own 4K TV. I should give myself a chance, So I'm not a fanboy, I'm only always watching some of the things, like I said numerous times. Xbox Series X, way to go. Console, more powerful than a PS5, like slightly more powerful, but it is more powerful. By the specs, 12 teraflops, 16 gigs of GDDR6, they're sharing the same, but 3.8 gigahertz Xbox Series X, 3.5 gigahertz PS5. So Xbox Series S is something lower than that, but still it can yeah, it's really bothering me, this cold. Okay guys, never mind. Specs of the Xbox Series S. I was looking for it, of course. Lots of times I always forget, but $300. You get a power machine up to 120 frames per second, high dynamic range, ray tracing. So basically, it's a really small box. And it's really interesting. It is a small box. I mean, look at it. Something really much different than I have before. But of course, me as a PlayStation owner who was with PlayStation all my life, like PlayStation 1, our dad bought us PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2 had the greatest time on this console, on the PlayStation 2. Incredible. DVD movies we could watch, CDs. CDs to listen. PS3, that was the most, I would say, that was the biggest leap that I saw in my gaming experiences ever. PS3. But I was wrong. I was really wrong. When I bought PS4, then I saw lots of new fidelity in the GPU. I found that developers really focused on GPU. Okay, that was not a generation for the SSD. It wasn't ready. It was still was using hard drive. Hard drive still. So then, so that was the big deal. 8 gigs GDDR5 or everything. But now seeing games that I'm looking for on PS5, I'm not really intrigued by it. I'm not really intrigued. So games like Spider-Man 2, so it looks awesome. It really looks awesome. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart looks really good. Lots of RPG titles are coming out that I saw on the current gen consoles. Is that possible, guys? 2024, we're getting some RPG games. Like, where are storytelling games? Okay, like Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding 2, Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us Remake, Part 1. I'm not counting remasters. Remasters, we've been through remasters all the PS4 generation, and they remaster all the games from the PS3, and you can play them 60 frames per second, 1080p. Wow, big deal. Same thing now, you can play at 4K 60 frames per second. Wow. Like, where's ends? PS6 is you're gonna play a game 8K 60 frames per second, remaster version of some game from the PS5. Why should somebody do that? Remaster same game, like, just buy the previous hardware if you want to play it. Like, don't sell your console, keep it for some games that might not be remastered. That's the good point. Keep your console if you're not going to be able to play it on the library, on the new console. Luckily, PS5 has that ability. I don't know if Xbox has that ability to play older games. They have this thing called Game Pass, which in Croatia it's not really known. You have to make an American channel or something, American account. You must buy this digitally. But Xbox Series S is a digital console. That is the digital console, and by the specs, I think we will go through some specs if it's worth to buy this console, because as I've said, I really thought about buying Xbox Series S. It is the quickest way to the current gen. Small upgrade. Okay, I still have my PS4. I can play some of their exclusives, which I wasn't able to do before. So I'm not interested in Halo and everything, but this Starfield, this Starfield looks promising, and I think more games, even more games than that, are really interesting. So I saw the differences. Okay, so they have optimized gaming experiences for X and S. The only difference is in the RAM. Okay, the only difference is in the RAM, and what they say about it is this. Following information. So Xbox Series S, $300. Oh, okay, I was wrong. I thought it was 12 gigs. 10 gigs of GDDR6 RAM, so it's not GDDR5. It's GDDR6. Xbox Series X has 16 gigs GDDR6. They both run same games. They both run on the same die core. 8 times Zen 2 cores at 3.6 gigahertz. That's good. Custom AMD Radeon RDNA 4 teraflops, 20 CUs at 155 gigahertz. Supports DirectX ray tracing. That's important. Upscale 4K, 1440p, so 2K supports. Somebody who doesn't own 4K TV like me, I'm having this 32 inches. Okay, 32 inches. It's 1080p, full 1080p television. Perfect for the PS4. Perfect. I think it's also going to be perfect for Xbox Series S. One con is doesn't have an optical disc drive. So you cannot watch movies there, you cannot play optical games on it. Sorry guys. You cannot play any disk drive based games, so you can only play digital titles, which is also good, you know. I have then PS4, I can watch movies on it, play some upcoming games and everything that's gonna come. It is the cheapest way to the current gen. Like, still you can hold up with all new games that are gonna come up. One thing that really is surprising, I mean, it shouldn't be surprising, but GTA 6 is in development for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and S. Okay? So for the $300, you can experience the same game cheaper, so cheaply on this console than if you were about to buy Xbox Series X for additional $150. PS5, 550 euros, and this is like 250 euros. You play the same game at a little lower resolution, so what? So what? Architecture is a little bit different. Smaller RAM it is, but you're still able to play all new games. So my message in this video, this is going to be titled, should you buy Xbox Series S or something? If you're a PS4 owner still, if you own PS4 Pro or Slim, doesn't matter. If you're thinking to buy a next-gen console, let's be honest, it's a current gen now. Next-gen is in development, we all know that. If you're looking to buy a newest games, okay? If you want to pass cheaply, you don't want to throw so much money on this new technology, buy more games, you know. If you want something that is cheap, still can provide you with some great next-gen experiences in the future, Xbox Series S is a great deal, actually. I wasn't thinking about this lately, but Xbox Series X is more for the users who really like own 4K television and they really want to experience this high-end graphics, this to really immerse themselves in 120 frames per second, 8K streaming, things like YouTube, Netflix. It can provide 8K. Xbox Series X can provide 4K, 120 frames per second, performance, fidelity mode, ray tracing mode. Has everything like Xbox Series S, just at a little resolution, 1080p, 120 frames per second. Still uses same engines like uses the same engine as Xbox Series X. On some games like FIFA, for example, Hypermotion 2 technology is also built into this console, which is only $300. The only con maybe to this console is that you need a rechargeable battery pack, a charge and play kit. You should consider buying that. I should consider buy that also if I'm not about to pay double A's every once in a while. Okay, of course, this is not a rechargeable controller. PS4 is a rechargeable, PS5 is rechargeable. So DualSense, it can recharge. You can recharge this controller after a session of 6 to 8 hours of gaming. This one, at least, I mean, the battery, 2 AA's can last here, they say, around 40 hours. So now if you have this charge and play kit, you use the same batteries, you just charge them and I guess that's it. You know, that's the only way to go. Unless you want to, you know, you can buy it AA's for, what, 5 euros? I mean, it's not that much, but you need to pay. So only that con about it, and one thing is, as the PlayStation owner, I need to realize that transition is going to be huge. Transition is going to be huge, but I should be ready for it. I should be ready for it because I want to pass cheaply in the next gen, okay? And I need to be ready for Y, B, X, and A, which I need to consider it. A is X, X is square, Y is triangle, and B is circle. So at least it's gonna take some time to realize, you know, how it all works. But controller is much more different, of course. sticks on the left side, right side. I mean, you can see here. Night and day difference between DualSense and this one. I still prefer DualSense, is the best controller out there now. But as far as goes, if you really want to pass cheaply and you don't want to bother with 4K TVs and high-end stuff, which only things are gonna go even better. Like, why should you throw so much money if you know that something is gonna... You can buy for a few years something much more powerful rather than buying everything that is up to date now. Like, you shouldn't do it. Actually, I was thinking about it. You shouldn't buy anything up to date. Wait a little while. Always something new is gonna come out. Always there are gonna be some upgrades. Wait a little bit, see how it all pans out. From my point of view, Xbox Series S should be okay for this generation, you know. Still this way, I have a PS4 Slim, I can go back to play some good AAA old titles, and some titles that are coming out this year, maybe even next year. We're gonna see how much they're gonna provide us experience, how much games are gonna come out for this console, how much they thinking about to release new titles on the last gen consoles. That's up to them. But Xbox Series S, regardless of 10 gigs GDDR6, I think I'm fine with that. For $300, I might buy this console, and if I buy it, of course, depending when and how, I might do the video about it, an unboxing video. It's gonna be first Microsoft console, but I think I'm gonna really do transition. I'm not thinking about to, you know, throw 550 euros for just the console. 550 euros. Don't remember, you still have to buy games. Games are really expensive on the PS5, which I'm not ready for it. I play lots of good titles on the PS4, and that's enough for me. I think I'm gonna do transition to the Xbox world, see how it pans out. I can play multiplats, and I will be able to play this new Star Wars Outlaws. I'm gonna play everything that's coming, you know. Still, it's gonna be most powerful machine in our house. I mean, at least by the specs. So I think this is gonna be the way I'm gonna go. Xbox Series X. Only if you're looking for the optical disc drive and higher gaming experience, this is the console for you. If you're looking something to pass cheaply and to transit yourself in the future by playing all the games but not worrying about resolution so much and high dynamic range and ray tracing, you still have this on Xbox Series S. It's it's all about resolution and frames, you know. Still, these two consoles share the same library of the games, upcoming games. That's gonna be it for now, okay? Hopefully I brighten the lights on some of the things with these informations. Those are some opinions. Should you consider yourself to buy Xbox Series S by being still PS4 owner? You can keep your PS4 if you like, or anything like that, but you can actually, if you're looking for something that's providable in the future, Xbox Series S, I think it's a good deal. So that's basically it. Okay, so still, con is AA batteries and paying for that charge and play kit. You need to charge your AA's to be able to play it. They're not implemented in the controller, which is something weird for the billion-dollar company. They can provide you rechargeable battery pack. So, you know. Okay, I'm out of here. So the attack of cough is coming up now. See you next time, guys. Catch you later.